Friends, this is Deepak Taylor. Today I shall be talking further on the topic of life and parenting during childhood. In my previous video, we had analyzed the story of lion cub who was raised by a group of goats and the learning from the story. I had also talked at length on our expressions, our spoken languages, its impact on child, which was my first point. Today I will continue further with other points. My second point is about mistakes. When I say mistake, it means an act or process which is not meeting the intended results or requirements. Today there are many parents who want their child to be perfect. They don't want their child to make any mistake. But one must understand, it is the mistakes that we make in life gives us a new experience and helps us to learn better and something new. On the other hand, being a perfectionist, perfection means it cannot be improved further and it's the end of the road. Only the person who ventures into new avenues, new path makes a mistake, but at the same time makes him more wiser, more capable to deal with complex situations. When I say we learn from mistake, it doesn't mean that you go on doing the same mistake again and again. A person who focuses too much to avoid a mistake never dares to choose an unknown path. He lives life mechanically on the known path, like a life of a robot and not that of a human being. Let us understand from a situation. When the child is just learning to walk on its feet, in the process, it falls several times, also injures itself, but it never stops trying to walk again and again. And one day, the child starts walking on its own feet. It gets the feeling of accomplishment, enjoys the pleasure of achieving something. But there are many parents who are worried when the child falls. They try to support the child. They are worried about the small wound that the child gets while learning to walk. My request to such parents, please pause and ask a question. Is it a right thing to do? What are they doing by being overprotective? They are basically going against the creation, the basic evolution process of human being, learning to walk on 2 feet. Do they know the impact of this evolution? It is very meaningful. Human beings have their hands free to do other work compared to other creatures who walk on 4 feet. It is because of these hands which are free that today we see such developments in society. Then why are parents depriving the child to learn to walk on its own? I hope this point of evolution is clear to those parents. Let us elaborate further on mistakes. If we look into all the great inventions, it has happened only after many mistakes, but of different types. For example, Thomas Edison. He developed many devices such as electric power generation, mass communication, sound recording. But he too had made many mistakes before he could reach his goal. When I say one can make mistakes, it does not mean that like a fool stand in front of a vehicle which is coming at a full speed and say, I will learn something from it. There will be nothing left in you to learn. Please understand that a mistakes that makes you humble is much better than an achievement which makes you arrogant. So what we understood, do not focus too much on child mistakes. Rather allow the child to make different mistakes and experience all the difficulties in the process. In doing so, the child will learn a lot. It will become tough and get the sense of achieving something and feel happy. My only request is only oversee the basic health and safety of the child. Here I would like to end my second point. My third point is when the child has just reached a stage where it is learning to scribble. As a human instinct, we all would love to write on a surface that is neat and clean. Similarly, when the child has reached a stage where it is learning to scribble something, it will choose the best surface available in the house where it can reach and scribble. And most of the time, it is the painted walls or some neat surface. And when the child scribbles on the painted walls, we see different parental behaviors. One of the behavior is parents will not stop the child from scribbling on the wall. They may pamper the child to do further, thinking that it has just started to learn and are happy to see that happening. However, it is possible that internally they may be disturbed about the spoiled wall. What happens with such a behavior of parents? The child is innocent and not aware about anything. Also being the first experience of the child and being allowed by the parents to scribble on the wall without explaining what is right and what is wrong, the child gets the feeling that it is normal to scribble on the wall. Here I would like to narrate one incident which happened with me. When I purchased my first Alto vehicle almost 20 years back and the car was parked in the parking lot, what I noticed, the next day someone had written her name with the pointed stone on the door of the car. This was known because the stone was near the car. From the name, I could identify the child and also confirm from the children playing around. The child was just 6 years old. I just looked at the child and kept quiet. Today, after so many years have passed and having seen the child grow in front of me, today she is an adult and she understands what is right and what is wrong, but that feeling of having done wrong is always within her the moment she is in front of me. So, from this incident, we can understand that such parents have to stop the child after the first experience of scribbling and explain what is right and what is wrong. Provide the necessary facility to the child, maybe in the form of a whiteboard, a plain white paper, or something neat and clean for it to write and explore its imagination. Let us now see the other type of parental behavior. In this case, the moment the parent sees the child scribbling on the wall, they start shouting at the child. They may get irritated and even start bashing the child without talking to the child, trying to understand what it wants to say. Please understand, such a behavior will make the child more fearful in life. As this stage, the child is small and weak and unable to understand such behavior of parents, it develops a sense of fear from those who are powerful and strong. Such experience in childhood, which remains in its subconscious mind, carries on even when it becomes an adult. To overcome such a fear, it will require lot of efforts when the child has become adult. It's not so easy to overcome such a fear psychology. Or there could be another side to it. As the child has now grown up and has become strong and gained strength, it may also adopt the same behavior like that of parents. It may also do bashing or shouting on those who are weaker than him. Please note, such a behavior can also lead to a very difficult situation like the child physically torturing parents when they grow old and weak. So friends, pampering as well as bashing of child is not the right method. The best parents are those who are communicative, who listen to the child, who explains to the child what is right and wrong, but at the same time they don't stop the child to explore itself, to have his own experience in life, as by just stopping the child without allowing it to experience, it will create more anxiety in the child to do the same thing. With this, I would like to end my third point here and also would like to end my today's session. We shall continue further in the next session with different points. Friends, I have a request. If you have any query or if you would like me to talk on a particular subject, do write on my email address which is given at the start of the video. And thanking you for giving me your valuable time. Till then, take care of yourself and family. See you soon. Enjoy life. It's the most beautiful thing on this earth. Thank you.